Woo! Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Daily Crypto Trade Signals coming to you live from Asia, guys. We're going to be talking about Dogecoin, XRP, Bitcoin, and some of the leading breaking news that's affecting you right now. And we're seeing a general pullback for crypto. But some interesting stuff has been announced from Stanley Morgan, some interesting Donald Trump news. And how is this going to affect crypto? How is it going to affect you guys? So let's jump into it without any further delay. Go back and watch all my other videos. Don't forget to smash the likes. I would really appreciate that, guys. Great time to be alive. Absolutely a great time to be alive, and happy new year to everybody out there. Yeah, it's fantastic, guys. It's absolutely fantastic. And remember, none of this is financial advice, just an OG in the house expressing my opinion. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I'm adjusting the camera out there so you can get all this beautiful boom in there. So what's going on with the crypto market right now? So Bitcoin and crypto rallies conditions. As you guys know, major cryptocurrencies including XRP, Dogecoin. We kicked off 2026 with a nice big pump, right? We saw Bitcoin go as high as like 93,000, which helped lift all of the altcoins, right? And we're having a great week. But right now we're seeing a general market pullback, short-term retracements in crypto prices, suggesting early year rally may be cooling off slightly, making support and breakout test crucial in the near term. And we're seeing that a lot of the previous support levels for XRP and Dogecoin have collapsed down. A lot of it, we're seeing a lot of logs being liquidated as well, and it's just a matter of people taking some profit, guys. That's kind of like what's going on. Just in my camera, I hate my camera. Keeps cutting the top of my head off. Technical difficulties out there. What the heck is going on? Anyways, I do have a top to my head just being cut off. So that's kind of what's going on. We did see that the broader markets are kind of flat right now. Dow Jones is down 1%, S&P is down the 0.34, but Nasdaq tech is still up, guys. Tech is still up, so that is awesome, also out there. So I'm going to turn off this center stage thing, and then hopefully we adjust my camera. There we go. Hopefully you can see me. You can see the OG in the house out there. Tell me that's better, right? You can see more of the boom out there. All right, looking handsome out there. So overall, yeah, just kind of a pretty mixed bag out there. Right now we're seeing that the market cap is down 1.12%. We're seeing fear degrees of 43, and we're seeing that average crypto RSI is now, we're kind of neutral, not oversold, overbought, so that's good, right? Overall, it's not a good day. We're seeing Bitcoin is down, trading at 91,326. One of the reasons that we fell down from 95,000 all the way here is we have a little bit of a CME gap that's going to be filled tomorrow, so that's why we're seeing that. That's why we're seeing that down out there. We're seeing Ethereum is at 3,177. XRP is back down from 240 as the high yesterday to $2.17. BNB is down. Solana is down as well. 1.61%. We're seeing that Dogecoin right now is also down. It's at 1472, but it's starting to pick up. So hopefully we'll flip green out there. We're seeing total liquidations right now, about 239 million long liquidations out there, and mainly liquidations we're seeing Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, Fartcoin, Pump F Fund, Doge, Zcash, and Sui Pepe are some of the top coins that are being liquidated, guys. So don't leverage trade. Overall, pretty ugly day in the markets, pretty ugly day. Crypto buggables, pretty ugly day overall out there. So, but still, Bitcoin, we're still up 3.9% for the year. So hopefully we can hold on to some positive gains. As I said, XRP not looking good, down. Dogecoin is down, and overall, things overall not looking good for Bitcoin. We could see here. We see here we have the CME gap that just got filled at 90,000. We could go all the way down to 87, so that's the next CME gap that we could get filled. But I believe that if we do see this CME gap get filled here, I think we'll bounce off the support, and hopefully we'll go back up again. Next week we should have a very nice pump for Bitcoin. And basically the altcoins are doing the same thing, because Bitcoin went down, filling the CME gap, everything is going down. But we're seeing a slight recovery out there. Interesting, looks like gold surpasses 4,500. That is amazing, guys. Now, also, President Trump says Venezuela will be turning over between 30 and 50 million barrels of high-quality sanctioned oil in the U.S. That is good. We're seeing that just average prices of gas falls to $2.81. That is pretty good. Now, also, 1.8 trillion Morgan Stanley files for spot Ethereum ETF. That's pretty positive, right? That's pretty positive. That Morgan Stanley is filing for that ETF, so that's good. We did see Bitcoin falls under 91,000. Justin, CNB says Morgan Stanley is the first major bank to file for a Bitcoin ETF. So, yeah, Morgan Stanley Bank has filed for a Bitcoin ETF.
Being the first big U.S. bank to take the step to file to launch its own ETFs is a huge endorsement. So we've started to see this comeback of institutional cash just in the first few trading days of the year. Finally, the surge in spot Bitcoin ETFs, which were net outflows for the last few months of 2025. And what this really signals is that Morgan Stanley, for one, has been the most progressive. They put out, I think that Morgan Stanley being the first.
This is part of news because Morgan Stanley was one of like the big naysayers during the Biden administration, right? Looks like adjusting crypto prediction platform Polymarket announced an exclusive partnership with Dow and Wall Street Journal. That's positive. It looks like Senator Loomis says Congress is close to passing crypto market structure bill. Other things that's coming in, just in China orders tech firm to halt purchases of NVIDIA's H200 chips. Wow. Just in Wyoming launches first U.S. state-issued stablecoin FRNT on Solana. Nice. So state stablecoin. Just in real estate giant Blackstone BX falls 9% after Donald Trump announces plans to ban institutional buyers from buying single-family homes. So that's positive. That is freaking positive out there. So there's this big announcement. Donald Trump bans large institutional investors from buying single-family homes. So that's good, right? Justin, Donald Trump's family crypto firm World Liberty applies for a U.S. banking license. So it looks like Donald Trump wants to be a bank, guys. And in case you're interested, cheapest U.S. gas prices by state. Looks like Colorado, Texas, Oklahoma are the cheapest states. What's the state's most expensive? Let's see. Out there, let's see. It looks like Hawaii, $3.48 for gas. California, $2.99. So, wow. If you're living in Colorado, it's like, wow. Compared to Hawaii, it's cheap, right? Wow, cheap. I was happy. So Dogecoin news today. So it looks like meme coin sentiment still visible, ETF activity emerging. Dogecoin receiving more attention as part of the broader early 2026 altcoin momentum. While absolute ETF inflows for Doge are smaller than XRP, data suggests a recent pickup in Doge ETF activity relative to previous low volume, hinting that institutional vehicles may be starting to redirect Doge interest. That's pretty good. Massive Doge transfer spotted. A large move involving hundreds of millions of Doge has been spotted between unknown wallets, indicating large trader activity, a common signal that often precedes volatility in meme coin markets. Dogecoin price predictions remain mixed. Long-term models suggest Doge may slowly advance if key technical thresholds like reclaiming the 200-day moving average hold, with some analysis targeting modest upward ranges for 2026. Bottom line, Dogecoin right now remains sentiment-driven and highly volatile, but institutional interest and whale moves could inject fresh momentum if broader market conditions stay supportive. So that's good, right? That's pretty good. What's going on with XRP? So as you guys know, strong ETF inflows in early 2026. That also helped XRP jump about 25% in the first week of January, outperforming many major cryptos so far this year. A key driver appears to be sustained institutional interest, and that's never waned, especially through spot XRP ETFs that have seen billions in net inflows, a rare trend compared to other cryptos. So we're still seeing a lot of institutional inflows and interest into XRP. Technical outlook, traders watching breakout levels. Analysts are observing whether XRP can reclaim higher resistance zones near the 230 and 240. So we need to reclaim those. We were there previously about 72 hours ago, 48, 72 hours ago. But yeah, people took profits. And if we can do that, we can see a nice breakout for XRP. Market snapshot. Recent pullback and broader sell-off. Despite the early strength, XRP has pulled back modestly around 5% recently, reflecting a pause in the wider crypto rally as tech stocks and broader markets wobble. Bottom line for XRP, institutional ETF interest combined with early year momentum has put XRP on many traders' radar, but market pauses and technical resistance still is a problem, right? That's kind of what's going on. Looks like a stablecoin clash in Washington after community banks urged the Senate to curb stablecoins. Coinbase charade pushed back. Congress is already settled in on the Genius Act. Reopening it only creates uncertainty and risk for future dollar, right? So, yeah, it looks like crypto bill January 15th is going to come, so that is pretty good. What else is coming in? Senator Loomis says Congress is close to passing crypto structure legislation. Yeah, so good stuff is happening. Good stuff is happening overall. What else is coming in? This XRP chart is extremely important. If you take a look at 2017, 2014, we had this structure here, then we had a massive breakout. Now we're seeing in 2026 very similar structure here. In 2017, 2024, now 2026, XRP formed the same structure. A long consolidation, a falling wedge, and then breakout. Each time the breakout marked the start of a powerful expansion phase. History doesn't repeat perfectly, but definitely rhymes. And we've seen this. We've seen this time and time again. So hopefully this is the move that's really going to matter, and this will put XRP, according to this predictive model, could put XRP, if we see the same amplitude, could put us, well in the $10, $12 range, maybe as high as $27, guys. So that's looking pretty positive out there. So overall, looking good. Looks like Doge $1 plus is still the highest probability based on these two scenarios of distribution and accumulation. We could still see $1 Doge coming in. So let's hopefully we get there. Doge, in my opinion, is the only meme coin that will survive the cycle. I think we're going to see a lot of meme coins get washed out, guys. So let's keep on keeping going, guys. It's a great time to be alive. Justin Doge whale purchases over 220 million Doge in the last 24 hours. So institutional interest whales are still lapping up the Doge like crazy out there. So it's a great time to be alive, guys. Go follow me here. I appreciate it. Much love. Peace out.